Hey up everyone, it's Chris at CMF. This is the 1999 CR125. If you're new to the channel and you're seeing this video for the first time, if you have a look back through some of my previous videos from a couple of weeks ago, you will see this motor come in for assessment. Obviously if you have a look through the video, you'll see tips and tricks, you'll see the things that I'm looking for. Obviously then you can, like the impeller and the basket. But yeah, when you have a look through the assessment video, you'll pick up some tips and tricks. I did a video again this morning. It's the 14th of March 2017. I did a video this morning showing the mains bearings going in, showing the crank and stuff like that. A few little bits of tips and tricks for you on what you guys can do and how you can get the bearings in the casing successfully. So yeah, this is basically, these videos are kind of proof of work for the customers. There's not many bike shops in the UK that are doing proof of work videos like this. They're just giving them a bill and saying this is what we've done. I find a customer likes to see what he's getting done, see what he's being billed for. So yeah, so now this video, basically we're going to go ahead and get this new Prox basket fitted. It's so lightweight. I've mentioned this in some of my other videos as well on other engine rebuilds. I mean, that weighs nothing. Now, I've seen other guys' videos on YouTube and they talk about freezing the centre gear. Where's the centre gear for this, Brian? Please. They talk about freezing the centre gear and warming the new basket up. I don't recommend that at all. I recommend press fitting them in cold. You start to warm these things up and you're swelling them. You're freezing the gear, so you're shrinking it. And yes, it will close back down to it like a case bearing would if you were doing a crankcase, but it's closing down to it. You push that in cold, put direct pressure. I have these tools, I make these up myself and machine these myself, but basically I would have that in my press now and I would have direct pressure going onto that there, cold, and I would press that centre gear in cold. Let it cut its new channels into the cold aluminium. It'll get a better fit, a tighter fit, because I have seen these baskets what shops do and they must do the same. They mustn't have a 30-40 ton press like me, so they're probably warming the basket up and freezing the gear. Well, I've seen it where it spins inside the basket and people are saying that the bike's got no compression. They're kicking it over and it's no compression. It's actually the clutch basket slipping on the centre gear. So we've gone ahead now, obviously. We've gone. You get a backing plate with these baskets, so don't worry about your old backing plate, basically. Just go ahead, grind the ends of the studs off, punch them through, get your backing plate off, your old clutch rubbers are there, you get new ones with your pack. The only thing I would throw away out of the Prox kit is this Allen key. It rounds straight away and it rounds the bolts. Use either a snap-on or a blue point or a tang, some decent kind of set of Allen keys. These are crap, so throw that straight away. You get new bolts already Loctited, you get the new cush rubbers, like I say, you get a new backing plate. So you can go ahead, you can grind the back of the backing plate, which will grind the studs. You can then punch them through. That then will relieve you, let you get your back gear off and obviously your centre gear out. You don't need to do anything, only just push it through cold, and like I said, same procedure, putting that back on. I will be pushing that in cold. It's a procedure I've been doing for years and it works. The warming it up trick and freezing the gear, for me lads, it's a bit of a bullshit regime. I wouldn't be going with that method. Guys who are mentioning about stabilise on the videos, I'm a mechanic. You're asking me to press buttons on computers I know nothing about. Bearing in mind I am working off an iPhone as well while I'm in my workshop, so you're going to get a bit of wobble on the videos. If you've nothing else to complain about, lads, just leave it, you know what I mean? I don't need the extra either, I'm busy man. So yeah, CR125 now, we've got the new impeller shaft from Honda, and if you have a look at the pair of them, you can see, I mean, that there, a bike shop would sand that up and put that straight back in. That's if they even bothered to do the seals. That's what I want in. I want one of those in. I mean, there's no marks whatsoever in that. That's just going to trash seals. I mean, you keep sanding them down, you're making it smaller. Well, the seals don't go smaller when you buy seal kits, so what, you know what I mean? How can it work? Think about what I'm saying. No. Main key important that you do not want water and oil mixing together and hydraulic in and running the risk of breaking something in your engine. So there we go, like I said, proof of work for the customer now. There wasn't a rod, there wasn't a piston, the cylinder's replated, you can see that in the last video. We've gone ahead, ultrasonic cleaned the carb. He's had new mains, bearings, gaskets and seals. We had to replace that bearing behind that gear. Got the new clutch kit that's been soaking in oil overnight, new springs. Like I said, we like this Prox stuff. It's pretty good stuff. It's been around for years. I used to race the Prox rods and pistons years ago, never had a problem with them, really good brand. And like I said, they're now coming on the market with a lot of other stuff. And these baskets, I've been using these for about a year now, they're absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that is something else. Yeah, anybody that's thinking of fitting a basket, that's the way you really want to be doing it. Forget the freezing, forget the blow lamps, and push it in cold with a good press, making sure you've got the basket on something like that. Don't put it in the press like this and then just press down. You're going to run the risk of bending one of these over a snapping one. You want something underneath that's directly in the centre of that, like that. Like I said, we make all these up, we machine these up for these purposes. I mean, I think that's for triple clamps, going over triple clamps and bashing the bearing back down. But yeah, that's what you want to be doing. And then obviously pushing the gear in cold. Don't forget to put the washer on, by the way. Like I said, new rubbers, new bolts. The only thing I'd like you to throw away is that out your kit, because it will round the bolts on the way in. They're actually a cheap tool. Use a decent Allen key like a Snap-on or a Tang or some Blue Point or something like that. A little bit of MX9 because I've run out of MX5. Obviously I like to put a bit down this hole here, get a bit down to the bearings, a little tiny bit on the bottom of the rod. We'll lube the piston up in the cylinder, and then like I said, we'll close that up. But the customer will be coming collecting this engine today. CR125 2001 at, sorry, 1999, sorry, at CMF. Hit that subscribe button, it keeps you notified when I'm doing new videos, which is about 5 times a week, sometimes 7 times a week. Some of the videos are shorter than others. Like I said, most of them are just proof of work for the customers, but a lot of the videos, especially the strip down videos, I let a few tips and tricks out. And like I said, if I'm looking at something and saying it's failed, maybe you guys can be looking at that as well. If you're working on your engines yourself and you don't want to pay a bike shop and you don't really know what you're looking for, have a look through some of my strip down videos, look at what I'm looking at and what I'm failing, and obviously then you can go ahead and look at yours and see if it's in the same condition, and yeah, that needs changing. Anybody that needs our help, comment in the comments, we'll get you over to our email address, we'll take it from there. If you're in the UK, we'll do your engine no problem. Thanks for watching.